As a medical student, our last true summer break comes between M1 and M2. This summer is to be cherished because your last true break will be dependent on when you take your Step 1 exam, which can give you anywhere from a month and a half to 2 weeks to even a week before starting your rotations. If there's one thing to be said, it's enjoy this summer. Relax, go have fun, travel, enjoy yourself, please. You just finished your first year of medical school. However, that means you just finished your first year of medical school, which means you're one step closer to your residency. And to get into a good residency, you need to have good research experience and good letters of recommendation, because it's about who you know, who's willing to vouch for you, and do they want to work with you for the next 3 to 7 years. Of course, just like in your pre-med years, service and leadership still apply broadly. So still try to remain active in those areas as well. Do these things and you'll set yourself up for success in the near future. During your M1, M2 summer, preferably try to work towards getting a research position, and specifically one where you can work towards getting published. Don't wait to reach out to research mentors right before the summer. A lot of the time you'll be reaching out to research mentors and applying to externship programs in early January or February, so that when summer comes around, you can just hit the ground running and go straight into your research position. That's what I ended up doing with my local hospital system in my area. I applied to their summer research externship program. That way I could get my research in otolaryngology, plus I could also get paid a little bit on the side. These summer research externship programs are pretty fun actually, because you get to meet other people from other medical schools and you get to see your classmates who you honestly don't really get to see that much during the summer, because you go from seeing everybody every single day of the week to seeing them almost not at all. This is mostly because a lot of people do go their separate ways. They do research either somewhere else in the state, somewhere else in the country, or even research internationally. There's so many research opportunities available for medical students. You just have to do your research and apply. No pun intended. If you're doing research during the summer, you won't have time for a full-time job, but you will have a little bit of time on the weekends and sometimes during the week for some side gigs. Check out my side hustles in medical school video if you want some ideas for how you can make a little bit of extra cash during the summer while you're doing your research. Some other good options for part-time jobs are serving, bartending. Really look into those because those will give you a lot of money for a very short amount of time. Although you do sometimes need prior experience in those areas before applying. I ended up finding my side gig this summer while I was getting my skydiving license. I found out that you can pack parachutes and make a little bit of money on the side while also having fun and jumping at the same time. And this works out well because I'm already there to skydive, so why not make a little bit of extra money while I'm there on the side? Anyways, here's how my current research weeks are looking. So currently I'm in clinic one day from 7:30 to about 3 p.m. where we get to see patients all day and do procedures and do follow-up from their surgeries from the past weeks. And some of the procedures that ENTs get to do a lot in office are ear cleaning and disimpacting a lot of earwax from your ear canals. Not only do you get to see ENTs do ear cleaning, but you get to see them work hand in hand with audiologists to help get people hearing aids and improve their hearing so that they can live a better quality of life. And then I have one day in the OR where I get to observe an incredibly wide variety of surgeries. And hopefully soon I can do a scrub in and hopefully get a little bit more hands-on in the surgeries. And I know that there's some medical students out there that might be scrubbing into surgeries and helping out. And by help out, I mean hold the retractor, maybe hold an arm, hold a leg, help position the patient properly, you know, those types of things. Not actual cutting or anything like that. So some people may get to do a bit more. It really depends on who you're with, what types of surgery you're watching. Odds are you probably are not going to help out with a neurosurgery, but just take in everything you can and make the most of it. And sometimes we get to do ENT consults with the ER or with any other really floor that needs us, which thus far has really consisted of replacing trach tubes or putting in ear wicks. Clinical experience may not specifically be included in your research, but it is a part of the summer research externship program that I'm a part of, so I do have to meet a certain number of clinical hours in order to meet the threshold for the program. However, if you're not getting clinical hours through your research experience, I would recommend seeking out some clinical experience, email different specialties that you're interested in, see if your research mentor can get you in with some of the physicians in the hospital that you're working in or that they might be working in partnership with. That way you can start getting experience in the specialties that you think that you might be interested in. So that way when you're on rotations, you can really start focusing in on the information that is specific to what you want to go into. And one thing when you are getting this clinical experience, I would highly recommend trying to do something that you didn't think you would like, or something that you may not have thought about. So then after my clinic day and my OR day, I have 2 days where I can work on the research paper and As a part of our research, we're essentially having to meet with medical device reps, so that way we can start building a difficult airway cart so that we can have the proper equipment to help best serve our patients and train residents around the hospital. But also during the week, and like I said, have your fun during the summer. I'm playing volleyball, I play soccer, I'm going rock climbing, slacklining, you name it, I'm probably trying it. Like, really just go out, have fun, experience everything. Don't let being a neurotic medical student take over your summer. Really just do whatever you're feeling, because I'm just doing whatever I'm feeling and things are working out pretty well. So as I'm finishing out my week and I get into the weekend, then I can really start to relax. I usually go skydiving, or I'll go travel, I'll go have fun. Really just do anything I want to because I can. Because when you're in school, you don't get that time and you don't get that much freedom, because you're always thinking about studying and the next thing and the next thing. Essentially, research during the summer should be super chill and the least stressful thing in your life. Use this opportunity to shadow and make great impressions on those that you're doing research with, because they could be the ones interviewing you for your residency spot one day. Or they could put in a good word for you to another residency program director so that you can have a better shot at getting into their program. I'd say the most important part of your summer research should be that you show that you are a good person to work with and that you are a hard worker. Take the time to absorb the knowledge of your mentors and the residents that you'll be working with. Look up things and learn before going into clinic, and review the cases the day prior if you have access, so that you can show your mentor that you're knowledgeable and that you are wanting to learn and willing to learn. I'd say treat it like an incredibly chill, low risk rotation whenever you're trying to do clinical experience or even research experience with your mentors. They understand that you're a first year medical student, so you have a significant margin of error to get things wrong or to not know things. But on the flip side, this is also a great opportunity for you to show your growth and willingness to learn. Really be proactive with your learning. Really try to get to the point where you can discuss certain things with your attendings and residents, show your basic knowledge, show that you're willing and trying to learn. Because it's impressive right now to know things, but it's expected of you to know things once you get into rotations. So be wrong while you still can. Just listen and absorb the information and be an asset to the healthcare team where you can. Even the smallest things typically don't go unnoticed, so just be respectful and always be humble. Lastly, I know some people are studying for Step 1 during the summer, but this is by no means a requirement for anybody to do. Do what you think is best for you. I'm only doing light studying starting in July. It's like June 25th right now. So once July comes around, I'll probably start doing sketchy farm, sketchy micro, and then I'll probably get into boards and beyond stuff. But otherwise, it'll be pretty light, nothing crazy. Like I said, enjoy your summer. However, I do want to say, if you are going to study, study. And if you're not going to study, don't study at all. If you don't commit to your studying when you say that you want to study, then you're just going to feel down on yourself when you start to study for boards going into the year, and you're not going to enjoy your summer as much as you really could have, because you'll feel behind on studying and you'll feel like you didn't achieve anything that you wanted to achieve this summer, and that is just not a good feeling. So remember, enjoy your summer, do research, volunteer, do leadership positions, work, enjoy it. Go have fun. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and stay frosty.
Nice job. Bravo.